Okay, and good morning, guys. We are going to be talking about candlesticks today, and from the documentation I dropped, we talked about different candlesticks. We talked about single, we talked about double, we talked about triple. The single ones include hammer, inverted hammer, shooting star, dodgy family, and we are definitely going to look at how they works. I'm going to be using Bitcoin chart as an example. So I have here my Bitcoin USD, and if you noticed in this area, I actually used M5, and which simply means you can change to any minute, you can change to any time frame you want. What this simply means is that if you are on 1 hour, for example, it's simply telling you that each of the candlestick you are seeing here represents 1 hour. For example, this candlestick is 1 hour, this is 1 hour, this is 1 hour. Each of the candlesticks here are 1 hour. They opened and closed within 1 hour. Now I'm going to show you now. Let's just highlight here, and I'm going to show you something. You see here, you see it say opened at 9,277, highest 9,315, lowest 9,256, closed at 9,264. That's this candle, this candle right here. That's what it's trying to tell you. That's the whole data about this candle, and all this completed within 1 hour. That's what it's trying to tell you. And now you can switch it to 4-hour time frame, and it's simply telling you as well that each of the candlesticks here formed within 4 hours. Each of the candlesticks here completed in 4 hours. Now you've seen how they open and close and all. Now using these time frames, it can help you to analyze the movement of a coin, the movement of the market. Now on the topics we are going to cover, sorry, SCDC stuff, you all know about it. On the later topics, we are going to cover introduction to chart patterns. You are going to see why we have something like this, you get. But what actually made the market to start going up? What actually made the market to start going up from here? What actually made the market to start going up? That's what we're going to talk about, and that includes us understanding what hammer means, introduction to hammer family. And when you read the hammer family, it's going to tell you that we have normal hammer, we have inverted hammer. You find them, they can either act as a reversal to either uptrend or downtrend of the market. Now, what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is you have your let's take for example you have your inverted hammer. So we are going to look for inverted hammer here. Okay, now we just found this in our H4. You see, now that is an inverted hammer. We can also try and look for where a hammer formed. You get, this is also inverted hammer. This is also inverted hammer. Now where I'm seeing this is on H4 time frame. It's on H4 time frame. That's where I'm actually seeing this. So we said in our definition that inverted hammer has a long upper wick, and when you look at this, we are having a long upper wick here. We are having a long upper wick here. You get, having a long upper wick here, and it says also that the same as the hammer, inverted hammer appears during a bearish downtrend. It suggests price reversal. Now we are going to look for a bearish downtrend which actually suggests the price reversal. Okay, here is an example. As you noticed, here is an example. As you noticed, here is an example where we form the inverted hammer. Let me see. Okay, as you noticed, we moved from here down to here, and the next thing that happened is that we formed this. This is an inverted hammer, and after we formed it, it took us up to this place. That explains the definition of inverted hammer. But aside that, we can still look for where inverted hammer formed that gave us actually what we wanted. Now, as another example is this. I'm looking at here an inverted hammer as well here. That is an inverted hammer. This is an inverted hammer because it was formed during downtrend. It was formed during downtrend from here down here, and it formed and we started going up. So all these things are what we should take note of. You see our hammer, inverted hammer, hanging man, shooting star. Now we can try and look for either a hanging man or a shooting star. We said that they normally occur during when we talk about, let's say, shooting star, it has the same as inverted. Again, it appears during a bullish trend, and it reminds that the increase could stop, and that will be expected price decrease. Now we are going to see some here. I don't know if you already seen it, but I can see it. What we have here is what we call shooting star. Is what we call shooting star. Now, what did it say? It says that it appears during a bullish trend, and it appears during a bullish trend. And when we take it back, you notice that we've actually moved up from here. We've actually moved up from here to here. It's actually up, and the candle formed, the shooting star formed, which reversed our trade down to this place. So I'm going to show you as a trader what you are supposed to do. Now take for example, you're on this H4 time frame and you spotted this candle, shooting star. All you are going to do, if you are holding the coin, what you are going to do is sell the coin. Now when you sell the coin, you are selling the coin at this price level of 7,001, and you can buy back at this price level of 6,007. You get, that's, you have saved yourself $300 profit. Again, you have saved yourself $200 profit, and You see what after the shooting star formed after the shooting star formed here after the shooting star formed here, we have inverted hammer over here, which takes us back up. So that's basically for um the hammer family. And we also have the dodgy family. We have the dodgy star, the long legged, and if we try look them up if we try look them up this is I can also show you another example of hammer. This is example of hammer. This you are seeing here is a hammer. This right here is a hammer. You see, as it formed immediately, we rallied up to 7,001 from 6,005. So that's basically what this hammer talks about. And we have a long leg doji. We'll try to look for long leg doji, and we in process of still in looking for long leg doji, we still find another hammer here, this, and immediately it formed, we rallied up, the market reversed immediately. And when you read the definition of hammer it says that it has a long lower candle wick and a small body in the upper part of the candle. Hammers come during a bearish trend and suggest price reversal. Look at the definition. That's why I said you must read the documentation line by line. It appeared during a bearish trend, and if you as a trader spotted this on the H4 time frame, you definitely buy the coin immediately and it will start going up. Now we are entering into technical analysis. You are now analyzing the market movement. So if we are on H4 time frame and you spotted this, you are just definitely going to buy. Now this candle does not have to must not form on a particular time frame. It forms on every time frame depending on the time frame you are trading with. Now I'm using this H4, and you can switch to M1. You see where it formed again on M1. I don't know if you can see it here, inverted, formed. So it can form anywhere. You can also see it on M5. And if we look, we see when shooting star formed here and suggests price reversal. So regardless of the time frame, the patterns and the candles forms. It's just that if you are on 5 minutes, it's telling you that each of these candle open and closes within 5 minutes and nothing more. So we have more on the 2 and the 3 types of candlesticks. We said we have the tweezer bottom, tweezer double candlesticks, and we said we have bullish and bearish engulfing, which I can find the bullish and bearish engulfing for now. Let's see if we can get them on 1 hour time frame. But if we don't get it on 1 hour time frame, we might consider doing it on your own as an assignment. You understand? Okay. But you see, I don't know if you can see another hammer that formed here. That's another hammer that formed. So just price reversal. So definitely whatever you are saying on the candlestick topic, is actually as it seems. You just have to be more accurate, practice, do more of practicals, and once you spotted on any time frame, you either buy or you sell depending on the coin you are holding. All analyses are the same on every chart you get. So that's just all we are going to cover about candlesticks.